Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for a change. We've been very busy. Today I am going to make a fermented sauce. So I've got some jalapenos out the garden and I've got some store-bought, which is meant to be cayennes, but they taste like green beans on steroids. And then I've got some cayennes out the garden, and then I've got a little baby of mine that I grew, which is a poblano, I believe. So we're going to put all this together with a carrot, some onion, garlic, and then the secret ingredient today is going to be a bit of beer to start the ferment with. Although I'm going to be adding probably about a 3% salt solution, I'm adding some beer for a little bit of flavor first of all, and secondly I want to see if it's going to enhance the fermentation, because I believe that it might speed it up a little bit, and we'll see what happens from there. So here we go. I'm just going to chop and pop them in the fermenting jar. Just look how nice this looks. Look at this. Stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Got a bit of a rattle going there because the bottle is standing on a plate where I had sanitized the fermentation bottle, and it's no rinse, so there's still a bit of liquid on the bottom and it tips around a little bit. So we're getting things going here. For those who have started growing their own, and this is my second season of growing, and I belong to quite a few chili sites on Facebook, and I'll be honest with you, the help has been phenomenal. The knowledge that these guys have got for doing it for years and years is immense, and it's amazing what looks like something it's going to be a disaster. If you just listen to the guys, you end up with something absolutely awesome. So it's worth joining the odd group, knowledgeable ones. There's a lot of them that just go around trying to peddle stuff, but there's also those that really know the oats. Quite boring, I know. I'm just eating some stuff out the way here into the bottle, and I'm sure that this will turn out amazing, because it is just one of those, when it comes out your garden, I think it's something different. So I'm quite excited to see what comes from this in a week or 2 or 3 or 4's time. It just depends on my patience. Well, as you can see, we have got everything in the bottle. So now for the pièce de résistance, as they say in haha. As you can see, I've added the salt solution up to a point here, and now I'm just going to add some beer, which I think should start the ferment a little bit quicker. And now I'm just going to pop the lid on, and that's it. put my little weight in there. And let me wrestle it on in the meantime. Well, after some wrestling, we have our ferment ready to take off. So here goes nothing, and let's see what the beer does to it. Okay, welcome back to the channel, folks. As you can see, it's beer o'clock, but not that beer o'clock, this beer o'clock. We had a little technical issue the last time that I tried to show you how I made this. So what we did is, you would have missed out on the top and chop, and then adding beer to the ferment. And the reason why I did that is I wanted to speed up the process and see what it does to change the flavor. So let's see what it did. This is going on for a 3-week ferment, and yeah, so let's have a look what's coming out of the wash. Oh well, it smells a bit beerified. Actually smells yummy. So let's just drain off some of the brine, or all of the brine, let's put it that way. And we'll load up the blender and let's get cracking. Okay, so we've got to the end of our blending. It's still a nice texture, it hasn't gone fine. I'm not going to push it through a sieve this time. I want to keep it a little bit more of a chunky sauce. So the next step is we're going to pasteurize it on the stove for a little while, and then it's time to bottle. Okay, so all we're doing is we're just going to heat this up and pasteurize it so that we can stop the ferment going and make it safe. So we're not going to boil this, we're just going to heat it up for a while so that it doesn't ferment further. As you can see, it's got quite a bit of chunkiness to it, and I'm going to add in some maize corn flour or maizena as such, instead of using xanthan cane, just to stop the separation of the sauce. So we've just sanitized the soup ladle quickly that I'm going to use for bottling. We've already sanitized the bottles and the funnel. So there we go. Have a look at this for good colour, and remember, it's beer o'clock, and not that beer o'clock. Oops. So next time you see a beer, think of hot sauce. So folks, if you enjoyed what you saw tonight, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. And maybe we come up with something even further out the box.
Have a good one.